So WWE finally unified the tag team championships. Awesome, I wonder how creative will they get. So they unified the championships. Seems like a big deal, right? No. Everyone is still talking about Sasha Banks and Naomi.
Justice for Sasha!
I'll keep it short. I can't pick a side. I think both parties are wrong. If I was Sasha Banks or Naomi, I would be mad. If I was WWE, I would also be mad. I just feel like Sasha Banks and Naomi had a great point, but acted in the most unprofessional way possible. WWE aren't doing this situation any favors as well. The commentators are being fed with lines like, they disappointed millions of fans, unprofessionally left the building, and they were stripped of the tag team championships, they got suspended, and now we're going to have a women's tag team championship tournament where all the greatest women's tag teams of the WWE are going to face off. All two of them. It's gonna be the first WWE tournament where we just jump straight into the finals. This video is sponsored by Wrestling GM. I know how much y'all love GM mode, but if you want a GM mode with no limitations, Wrestling GM is a great choice. What I like about this game is that it basically gives you all the tools you need. Pick your promotion, manage your roster, championships, you can upgrade your product, build teams, factions, rivalries, check your show's history, sign free agents, and much more. And of course, try your best to book the best wrestling show possible. And it's a game I've already played on my channel, and I had a lot of fun. If you wanna check out Wrestling GM series on my channel, click on the playlist by using the link in the description. Wrestling GM is available on both iOS and Android devices. Download the game by using the link in the description. You're so hard on AEW, WWE, you think you can book a better show? Well, prove it. Download the game. The show kicked off with the Bloodline. Heyman declares that Roman Reigns is the greatest of all time. He's better than Bruno Sammartino, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and The Rock. He also said to make sure that the Usos are the greatest wrestling tag team of all time, they need to unify the championships. And he made a strong point. He said, if you're not going to unify the tag team titles, don't even come back. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman don't want any losers in the Bloodline. And maybe it made things obvious. Maybe it was obvious that the Usos are going to win the championship. Or maybe it was made obvious before when WWE leaked it on their Facebook. Then we saw Sami Zayn versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Sami Zayn was rocking that Bloodline shirt. Some say he's the leader of the Bloodline, but that's just some people. That's the biggest problem I have with SmackDown nowadays. It's like we're watching the same matches every damn week. That was just the first rematch of the show. Sami Zayn almost got counted out. He came back to the ring. Kinshasa, Shinsuke Nakamura takes the W. Shinsuke is a very good human being. He got attacked by Roman Reigns a couple of weeks ago, but he already forgave him. Good guy Shinsuke. Then we saw Happy Corbin. He was standing next to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal trophy, and he says he's the happiest he's ever been. He's wearing a $12,000 hat and a $70,000 watch. He shows the replay of him attacking Madcap Moss. He shows it again. He says Moss was living the good life when he was by his side. Moss wanted to be a star and step out of my shadow, but he never appreciated all the good things I did for him. So he finishes the promo, and then he absolutely crossed the line. Baron Corbin destroyed the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal trophy. Why Corbin White has so much prestige? Michael Cole said this trophy is responsible for so many new careers, so many new fresh superstars. Like The Big Show or Mojo Rawley. So many success stories. Then we saw Gunther versus Drew Gulak. I'm not even sure why Drew is trying again, but obviously he got squashed. He wasn't done. We saw Ricochet for the save. This gives me hope. I'm a big fan of Gunther. I think he's very different. I like his presentation. And it gives me hope that we are going to see Gunther versus Ricochet, and Gunther is going to become the new Intercontinental Champion. Nothing against Ricochet, I think he's doing a pretty good job as a champion, but I hope that Gunther will win the singles championship, and I think he could do great things with it. We saw the main roster debut of Max Dupree, formerly known as LA Knight. Why? It's like WWE are effing with us right now. He's the head of the Maximum Male Models. He says his clients can headline Paris Fashion Week or WrestleMania. Pierce says you got signed by Sonya Deville and not me. But Dupree says he signed a contract. Maximum Male Models. not much I can say, not many predictions that I have. We'll see how it goes. Ronda doesn't have a challenger, so let's get everyone arguing who's going to get the title shot. Let's be fair right here, none of these wrestlers are credible opponents for Ronda. Can Bayley return already? So we saw Raquel Rodriguez versus Shotzi. Rodriguez won the match. I mean, she does look very legit, but for someone who's this tall, looks this dominant, this total babyface gimmick is not doing her any favors. Friday night rematch continues as we got Butch versus Xavier Woods. Now the match was alright, even though I didn't really care about it because I've already seen it quite a few times, but Xavier Woods used one of the most devastating wrestling moves in the history of professional wrestling, the roll-up, and won the match. Then he got greeted by Ridge and Sheamus, and Butch got his revenge. Later backstage we saw an interview where Xavier Woods revealed that we are going to get a 6-man tag team match. Kofi will be back, but Big E is still injured, so he will have to find a third person. I feel like it's going to be Drew McIntyre. I mean, who else? Maybe Ricochet? And in the main event, we saw the winners take all tag team championship unification match. RK Bro versus the Usos. I honestly didn't think we're gonna get the championships unified because we were supposed to get this match at the pay-per-view, and then it was cancelled. So why would you not unify the championships during the pay-per-view but unify them during a random episode of SmackDown? That just didn't make much sense to me, but surprisingly, we did get a finish. Now, RK Bro were actually about to win this match, but we saw a distraction by Paul Heyman. Roman got involved, Uso splash, and the Usos became the undisputed WWE Raw and SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The Bloodline are holding all the gold. After the match, they weren't done. They attacked RK Bro again. Seems like they're building Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns. We saw the Usos splash through the announce table, and WWE actually revealed that they got injured. So in kayfabe, obviously. But like I've said, it seems like WWE are building towards Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns, possibly at SummerSlam. And even though at this point it's not a very believable match, it's very predictable is what I'm trying to say, I'm excited. I think we'll get some good promos out of this. I'm not sure if these are fake reactions WWE are editing in, but damn, the kids were devastated. So yeah, the championships got unified. Not a big fan of it. You know, I actually want the main championships to get ununified. Seems like that is not happening. After a couple of years, we're gonna get the full brand split again. Then a few years later, we're gonna get the championships unified again. It's the same thing over and over again. Make up your mind, WWE, please. But that was your SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The Great One. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.